Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. Home-based care is not a new concept. For centuries, people have relied on what we think of as a village, also known as extended families, neighbors, and communities to provide care. But what is new is the attention childcare is getting from a global business and social perspective. Over the past 2 years, it's become clear. Childcare can save the day during a crisis and pave the way for many individuals, including me, the son of hardworking immigrant parents, to have a bright future. However, it's terrible for kids and businesses to expect childcare workers to keep working simply because they love to do it. Even though passion is important, it's not enough to cover the cost of living for a childcare worker. Instead, we have to invest in the childcare entrepreneur. The woman in this photo is Yoli. When I was 4, I attended her childcare. Because of this, my parents could run their small business without worrying about how I was growing up. Yoli taught us how to communicate, how to handle conflict, how to develop empathy. Come to think of it, these were my first lessons as a CEO. Thanks to Yoli's program, I went to elementary school fully prepared and well-adjusted, and I ultimately went to college at the University of Pennsylvania. This early education followed me throughout my life. We often think of kindergarten as a time when real learning starts, but 90% of our brain develops between the ages of 0 and 5. Quality childcare leads to better outcomes for individuals, especially at-risk youth. Research shows that sending a child to a good childcare program can have a long-lasting effect on their social-emotional development. Consistent socialization and play in early childhood leads to higher levels of empathy, resilience, healthier habits, and pro-social behavior later on in life. And yet there's a massive gap to access to high-quality, affordable childcare. Even though childcare is perhaps our most important investment, we have typically relied on fragmented systems and outdated perceptions to keep it going. Childcare impacts economies in multiple ways. Since 1977, 1,300 more moms with children aged 0 to 4 had entered the workforce. In 2021, 48% of people quit jobs because of the childcare issues they were experiencing. Annual economic losses because of childcare are close to $7 billion in lost tax revenue, $13 billion in business revenue, and about $40 billion in individual earnings. We know why we need to invest, but we haven't been sure how to do it. My view is the way we do this is we invest in the childcare provider. We need to see the economic and educational significance they have within our communities in new and cutting-edge ways. So, to be fair, the US spends billions of dollars every year on early childhood education, and yet 51% of Americans live in areas called childcare deserts without a sufficient supply of licensed childcare. Since February 2020, the childcare workforce has shrunk by 8.4% pre-pandemic levels, but all private sector and non-farm employment is recovered. Reasons for quitting include low pay, isolation, and fatigue. Policymakers and local leaders need an agile solution that promotes the efficient growth of high-quality programs and creates jobs that stimulates our economy. Rather than investing trillions in new buildings and new schools, what if we could unlock the power of our communities and empower caring individuals to start home-based childcare programs? Answering that what if is what we're doing at Wonderschool, the company I co-founded in 2016. We unlock economic opportunities for educators, making it easier to start, find, and sustain quality early learning programs that aim to be profitable micro-enterprises. When we started Wonderschool programs, we partnered with individual educators to open their own schools out of their homes. We experimented with helping ECE providers think like entrepreneurs. We also learned about what parents need from childcare, including flexibility in hours, different curriculum styles to choose from, and programs within a mile radius. We quickly added products and web-based solutions to help childcare businesses get up and running with less paperwork, more cohesion, and a greater sense of community. This freed up their time to focus on children's safety, development, and parent communications, the things that really matter in a childcare program. We also optimized our childcare marketplace so parents could easily connect with providers and vice versa. So far, we've raised $50 million from top venture capitalists like Andreessen Horowitz. We have 100 employees at Wonderschool, and today we work with 45,000 childcare programs on our platform. We're building the world's largest childcare network that empowers providers to be well-equipped small business entrepreneurs. We work with states to improve and collect relevant data for funds allocations and for performance tracking of the different programs. We also streamline the licensing process and assist with onboarding new and existing providers. From recruiting to marketing, quality, and safety, our team helps providers get started in weeks instead of years. Today, we partner with states like Michigan, Nevada, New Mexico, and Nebraska to increase access to quality childcare. In Michigan, we'll be assisting with the creation of new programs. In Nevada, we're developing new programs and supporting existing programs with sound business practices. In New Mexico, we're not only creating new programs and supporting existing ones, but we've become the search engine for all parents to find childcare in a consumer-friendly way. Each region has a unique set of childcare needs, all that center around sustaining quality childcare for the growth of their community. So here's an example. This is Nini Yardin. She's a mom in Alameda, originally from Senegal, fluent in English and French. She worked as a preschool teacher for 20 years and drove Uber to make ends meet. She made less than $30,000 a year as a preschool teacher. She told many Uber riders when she was driving around that her dream was to start a French immersion preschool at home. After more and more people kept telling her she should check out Wonderschool, Nini finally made the connection. We helped her create a business plan, we streamlined her work with our software, and we placed her program in our online marketplace. Nini now runs one of the most successful and loved programs in Alameda in California. She's earning 4 times more income than she was earning before. In 2021, Nini moved from an apartment into a house with a yard to serve more children. And in 2022, she hired her first assistant. The kids at Nini's program have, at the very least, a great start to become learners and innovators for life. At Wonderschool, we have proven that investing in and empowering the childcare entrepreneur sustains and improves access to quality care. And while much work still needs to be done, we will get there with the support of public and private investment in childcare entrepreneurs like Yoli and Nini. Parents will have solutions close to home, and every child will get a more complete start to life. On a final note, every teacher, child, and school you saw here is a program on the Wonderschool platform. If you'd like to see more, please visit us at wonderschool.com. Thank you so much.